Now we're rolling. Damage Mind MMA podcast. I am Jason. As always, my co-host, Mr. Zack Partridge in the house. What's up, sir?
What up, dog?
Back again, baby.
Back again.
Fighters.
Super excited.
Yeah, super excited. We got a fighter spotlight. We're welcoming back one of our first guests when we started this. Gosh, it's probably been a year now, right, Tyler?
Yeah.
Some time. We're welcoming back Tyler Diamond back to the podcast, man. Glad to have you back, man.
Yeah, thanks. Good to be back. I had fun last time. So
super impressive win. You had me a little worried there. I'm not gonna lie. Guy was tough.
Yeah, no, a couple people said they were worried, but I wasn't worried. So
Zack wasn't worried. I'm usually the one that panics. Zack was like, he's fine, dude. His wrestling's fine. I'm like, man, that guy's got a long reach. He's like
wrestling mentality, baby.
Yeah.
I wasn't worried. I've been clipped before, and it takes a lot to get me out. So I wasn't worried.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that I was gonna say, how hurt were you?
I was hurt enough to where I thought I got hit in the nuts, and nothing ever hit me in the nuts. So
So you're like, something's up.
Dude, I don't know. Like, I got clipped, and for whatever reason, I thought he nailed me in the nuts, and obviously he didn't at all. But when you get clipped hard, like, you don't know exactly what the hell's going on. So and I didn't know what he hit me with either. I thought he like hit me with a knee or something. Then it wasn't until I rewatched it. It's like, oh, it's just a perfect right hand, you know?
Yeah.
So,
What's it like when you go? I mean, that's just pure instincts, right? You go to your wrestling instincts. I mean, you grabbed that leg, you held on until you got the takedown. And what's that like? What are you going through in your head when you're going through that?
Yeah, I don't remember a ton from that exchange other than feeling like I got dropped, and then like I remember kind of coming to, and I had the leg like up high at my chest, and then it was kind of like, hey, we got to sweep this leg and keep this guy down. So yeah, it was just all autopilot, man. Like I couldn't tell you what I was thinking exactly. Like I was just fighting for my life. I felt like, and that was it.
Yeah, you getting those. So, I mean, great win, comes out, pretty dominant performance for the most part. I mean, you had that, the one Jason. Yeah, Jason scared for a minute.
A little scared for a minute.
It's fine. We're all good. The rest of it was, you were pretty much in control the whole time. What do you know about this Brendan? I don't even know how to say that last name. How do you say that? Launane?
Yeah, something like that. I know that he's a really good striker. He's really crisp on his feet. Loves to kick, and gosh dang, that's about it. I think I know exactly how he fights. I think he knows how I fight, and I think that PFL matched us up because they think it's gonna be one of the more exciting fights available on their card, honestly.
Do you keep an eye on the rest of your, I guess, what is it? It's not your bracket yet because there's no bracket yet, but like the rest of your weight class on all those fights?
Yeah, no, not really, to be honest. Like, I'm just taking everything one fight at a time. Like, when I was younger, I would always get ahead of myself and like look at the bracket and see how I could potentially wrestle and this and that. And I felt like it got me in trouble a few times. My dad finally was like, dude, you need to freaking quit looking at the bracket. Who cares who you might wrestle after this next guy? You got to get through this guy.
Yeah.
So I just kind of take that same mentality of like one fight at a time. There's no reason to look up other guys or see what they're doing or what they're up to or how they fight. Like it really, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. There's only one guy who matters, and the guy who I'm fighting next.
That's true. Yeah, very true.
We've been seeing it a lot with fighters. You're a new dad, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Do you feel any extra energy or draw from as a new dad? Now you're fighting to support, not just you and obviously your beautiful wife, but your child now as well.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I don't know. Like the motivation has always been there for me. The drive has always been there. Maybe it is a little extra stronger now that I have him subconsciously. I don't know. He's actually looking at me smiling right now.
That's awesome.
But yeah, man, I think more so it just makes me want to be the best person I can be, because I want to lead by example. I'm really big on leading by example. If you want people to do a certain thing, then you need to show them the way. And I think that's more so what's been going on.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember it was my second fight, and it was the first, my son didn't come to my first fight, he came to my second fight, and I was stuck in an arm bar. And I just remember thinking, I'm like, I am not going to tap in front of my kid. Like, there's no way. And I don't know how I got out of it, but I did. Like, and I didn't tap. It wasn't happening. I mean, it does. I think people that, because it's not like you can fight harder, right? Like, I don't think you were when you were in Salt Lake City, I don't think, you could have fought harder against John Neal in that LFA event or whatever.
Yeah.
But there is like a little something extra there that I don't know. It's hard to explain. It is, but
for sure.
For me, it is.
I definitely think there's something a little extra there subconsciously. It's not like at the forefront of my mind of like, oh, I need to go beat this guy up for my kid or anything like that. Like when I'm getting ready to fight, it's just, hey, there's one thing in mind. I need to beat this guy up. I need to win. I need to get 2 checks. And that's it. That's the only thing going through my mind.
So when do you go back into the bubble?
So they have me flying out this Saturday, which is the 29th. And then we fight the 10th. So it's 12 days before rather than 17, which is like, even though it's only 5 days, it seems so much better. So I'm way happier about that. And I think the other changes they made was, instead of when I get there having to quarantine for 2 days straight at my hotel, it's just 1 day, which is great because I get there on a Saturday. So that means that I get to get out, I believe, on either Sunday night or Monday morning, which is like way freaking better. So then I can actually get back to training. It kind of sucked. Like, I think last time they flew me out on like a Thursday or Friday, and it kind of like interrupted my training because I don't know, it just kind of sucked. It like really interrupted my schedule, but this time seems a lot better.
Who do you have going out as your corners with you?
No one. I'm going out by myself, just like I did last time. I mean, my corners will come in later, but I only get to see them for fight day. So I got to do all my training, all my weight cutting by myself, like I did. But I shouldn't necessarily say by myself because I'm actually in a good situation where my old teammate Lance Palmer is also in my weight class. Yeah. So me and him were able to train together. So that was really nice. And then when it came to cutting weight, we were able to get our weight cut workout in together. And then we just went into our own hotel rooms and we sat in the sauna and we were texting each other like, hey, how's it going? How you feeling? So I shouldn't say by myself because I had that person there, but it's not like I have someone in the room like helping me out because cutting weight, it does suck, but I'm a super mentally strong guy, so I'm fine.
Heck yeah, man.
I mean, I've done it both. I've done it both ways. I've cut weight by myself and I've cut weight with somebody. And you would never choose to cut weight by yourself if you have that option.
No, I mean, not only can it be kind of dangerous to be honest, but it's just it's just also it's just always nice to have that little voice next to you giving you positive reinforcement, like, hey man, you're good. Everything's good here. You're right on track, etc. So
5 more minutes, right? When you're ready to be done, you got 5 more minutes,
Stick it out.
Yeah, no kidding. Luckily, when I was in that sauna, it's like I set a timer. It's like, all right, no matter how I feel, I'm not getting out till this timer goes off, So I got the weight off. It was all good.
You guys have a pretty quick turnaround for this next fight, so I can't imagine you get too far off of weight for this next fight.
In fact, my weight's better for this one than it was the last one. I remember the last one, I don't think I got under 160 till like 3 weeks before, which isn't typical. Usually I get below 160 like way before, but I just think I hadn't made the weight so long and I got so big that it was just taking a while for my body to get down. And I don't weigh myself often. I literally weigh myself like once a week. I don't try not to stress myself out about it. Yeah. But I literally weighed myself I think a week ago after I woke up and I was only 155. So that's like insanely good and only 9 over.
Yeah, you're ready to roll.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I got 2 months, but I'm dropping down to 170 for the first time. So I'm like, I still got a little over 2 months though. So
as long as you stick to a diet plan and you stick to it every day, like it just freaking, it comes off. It comes off every time.
It does.
Got to feed the machine. Got to feed the machine.
Yeah. You know about that.
Yeah. I mean, it's all that stuff's fun. So Lance Palmer, former teammate, do they care about that type of stuff? I mean, there's a good chance you guys will end up fighting each other now too, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a good chance, you know, if him and I were to make the finals, or somehow we end up getting seeded to where we had to.
Yeah.
But I think PFL knows the situation. They like know our friendship, our dynamic, and I don't think they would ever just match us up just to match us up, to be honest. But yeah, they were totally accommodating as far as like, oh, you guys want to train together? Okay, here, you guys got the same time slot, and
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
they were very accommodating in that way.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Yeah, so they don't really care. They're all, I think they're all for doing whatever they could to help us out, to be honest.
So with, you go out there and you do the weight cut and everything. So you're pretty vocally about some of like your politics and stuff and your views on social media.
Oh yeah.
Which, I mean, me and Jason have no problem with. We share a lot of these views. But have you ever had anybody ask you to like tone it down or anything?
No, actually I haven't, which I'm surprised about, because in today's like virtue signaling, social justice warrior culture, typically like, yeah, people would want to, or organizations maybe. No, I've never gotten that. But I also don't think I'm like super outlandish about anything either. Like, I don't think I'm like an extremist or anything. I think I'm a pretty normal dude who just has my views, and like, if other people have opposing views, then that's fine. It doesn't bother me at all. So, yeah, it's not like I'm some crazy
Radical
dude with like extreme views or anything, you know?
Yeah. I was very curious because, you are on ESPN and you're on that, you're on that platform and they have, but you're also an independent, I guess, technically, are you an independent contractor still with the PFL, or because you're signed with them, how does that work?
I should know, but I honestly don't. I mean, they definitely have rules. Like, I wasn't able to get whatever sponsors I wanted. Like,
oh, really?
I couldn't do anything alcohol related because I think they have a deal with some alcohol company already.
Interesting.
Like, I couldn't do anything gun related, which I felt like kind of sucked.
That's weird.
Like, they gave me a little list of like things that I couldn't have basically as sponsors. So yeah, I don't know. I think and they didn't give me the mic last time, so man, maybe they were afraid of me getting all political or something. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That's kind of what I asked. They didn't let you get on the mic after.
No, seriously, I've thought about that. Like, the little tiny conspiracy theorist to me, I'm like, they gave the mic to everyone except for me. Like,
I didn't even notice that.
I did. That's why I asked.
Calling people out with all these muzzles or something, I don't know. But
no, that's literally why I brought that up and asked, is because I noticed that too. You're the only one on that card that didn't get the mic after the one.
Very interesting.
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. Who knows?
Okay. Well, let's beat this Brendan dude and then demand the mic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, give me the mic.
Yeah, they'd have to, being on the main card of ESPN2. I don't think they could deny me then. So
well,
we'll get that mic time and we'll say some interesting things. That's for sure.
Sweet.
We'll have to put in a word with Sean O'Connell and tell him to.
Please do.
Give him the mic. Give Tyler the mic.
Please do. Gosh, I'm like I could be like one of the most entertaining dudes on the mic, but then they give it to these guys who talk like rocks. It's like, oh my goodness, you guys are missing the boat here. So.
You got to be able to promote yourself nowadays in the fight game nowadays. You have to be able to promote yourself.
Oh yeah, you got to spit some fire when you get the chance. I mean, you only get 1 minute after a fight where you got that little spotlight on you, where people actually semi give a crap what you say, whether it's good or bad. So they robbed me of that time. So they need to give me 2 minutes this next time because I got something for them. That's for sure.
Heck yeah.
I like it. That's I was trying to get, we had a young amateur fighter from Utah here. And I was like, you need to win your next fight here in about a month or so. You need to get on the mic and you need to call people out and, do your best Chael Sonnen and tell them they suck and whatever, have fun with it. Knock yourselves out.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, we're all in this to have fun. So just, have fun.
Hell yeah.
Step of the way.
So speaking of having fun, so did you and Mike Trunzo, your buddy from The Ultimate Fighter season 27, did you guys coordinate the mullets together?
No,
because he came out hard with the mullet a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw that. No, we didn't coordinate whatsoever. That was his own doing, my own doing. I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you how mine started, to be honest. Like, just when the whole pandemic, scamdemic, whatever you want to call it, thing happened last year, and I knew that I wasn't gonna be fighting. I literally had just no reason to really cut my hair, so I just didn't cut it for a while. And then when I finally did, I was like, screw it, just cut a mullet. I'm doing construction right now anyway. No one gives a crap what I look like. So I just cut a mullet and do it. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just keep it. But I definitely got a permit because it looks like real Joe Dirtish right now, and I can't stand it. So when I get the perm and I get some volume, it actually doesn't look bad, to be honest.
There you go.
Heck yeah.
I just feel like there's power in it, man. Like
there is power in the
everybody
mullet.
fears the mullet. I picked Mike Trunzo when we were doing it, and then I saw him with the mullet, and I was like, man, if I would have known he would have mullet, that would have been like my lock of the week.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, and the thing is, like, when you have a mullet, it's added pressure. Like, you have to fight because if you go out there and you get beat up when you have a mullet, like, everyone's gonna make fun of you, you know?
That's right.
Yep.
So that, I guess that was maybe a little bit of added pressure I put on myself.
Is the mullet here to stay, Tyler?
As long as I keep winning, the mullet's here. Yeah,
I love it.
Sweet.
Let's get it. Let's
So,
go.
I hope it gets nice and flowy.
If I were to lose, which I don't see it happening, but if I were to, I might have to just buzz my hair and start fresh. I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, the mullet is here to stay. It's kind of gonna be my new look, because if we're being honest, you know, you got to kind of have a niche about you. And
it's true.
And you know, you got the Michael Chandler, who's like an outlier, like in the terms of like, he kind of looks like a lot of white guy wrestlers, and he's a really good fighter, and he's really well spoken, right? But
yeah,
other than that, like, everyone's got to have something about him, you know. And I feel like I'm kind of like him in that way. But man, if I have this mullet, like, a lot of people don't know me right now, so at least, you know, they'll go, oh, the guy with the mullet or something, you know. There's something to identify. Before, it's kind of like, that guy who looks like everyone, I don't know who he is, but, you know. So now I got something to differentiate myself a little bit.
I like it.
Hell yeah.
I dig it, man.
Got to keep it. Well, Tyler, do you have any sponsors you want to give a shout out to before we let you get out of here?
No restrictions.
Yeah, there's zero restrictions on our podcast, brother.
No, I just got 2 sponsors that sponsored me for my last fight and then this one. Rod Broker, which actually I'm wearing their hat.
Nice.
Right here. It's a local company right here in Butte County that is basically like a buy, sell, and trade, like, fishing rod website. I think reels as well. But yeah, so like, if you just want to upgrade, you can send it to him and he'll give you like fair market value, and he can upgrade you or whatever. It's like, it's pretty dang cool. Actually, it's a pretty cool concept. So I really like it, and I like that it's an up and coming local company. And then Sheath Underwear, which I don't know how they sponsor so many of us, to be honest, man. Some underwear company. I mean, yeah, their underwear is hella good, but like, they pay us really well. I don't know what the heck's going on there, but they got comfortable underwear, and they give me good money for these fights. So I ride with them, that's for sure.
Hell yeah.
Big profit markup on the underwear.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
Hey, Tyler, before I let you go, quick question. Is your brother still making the shelves?
Yeah, he kind of. So what happened was he made like a shit ton of shelves.
Yeah.
And he got so busy with them that, like, all he was doing was making shelves, and we were just selling them like locally because it was easy. Like, people were right down the road and they wanted them.
Yeah,
We made all these shelves and we sold them all locally. And then what happened was where we were getting all the wood, we were getting it for dirt cheap. Because what happened was the town of Paradise burned, and this company was taking trees and they were making slabs out of them.
Oh.
What happened was like, we only bought like $1,000 worth of wood, which I say only. It was actually a shit ton. But he made all these shelves, and then when we went back to start to buy more wood because we needed it hella quick, they completely like shifted gears. Like, they stopped working on the slabs, and they started, like, the company as a whole started, I don't know what the hell they were doing. They're like, started making pencils or something weird and sent them to China. I don't know what the hell, but basically we lost our supplier for the slab. So then we started looking around, and there's other places, but man, they want so much money for these slabs that he wouldn't have been able to make like much of a profit on them. So now he just works for my meal prep company, and and I just find him work locally on construction jobs and stuff. So that's what he's doing now.
if he ever ends up doing them again, let us know, because I still want to grab a couple from him.
That's for sure. No, I will. It's just, gosh dang, he whipped them all out and sold them so quick, and then it was like, oh, we're dry now. We have no supplier.
Yeah.
I have one more question for you before I let you go.
Yeah, what's up?
Main event last Saturday night. What are your thoughts on your boy Cody Garbrandt and where he goes from here?
Yeah, so the thing that really sucks about the situation he's in now is, like, you got to think, like, when he was up and coming, he was fighting good guys, but they're nowhere near the guys he's fighting now, you know. And now he's fighting the top tier guys that are on his level, etc. And man, sometimes you can do every single thing right in your fight camp, and things just don't work out in the fight. And if that happens twice in a row, you're on a 2-fight skid. And then it happens 3 times in a row, which it can happen. You're on a 3-fight skid, and then all of a sudden everyone goes, what happened to this person? Like, what happened? Like, what, you know, nothing happened. Cody's fine. Cody's still talented. He fought a really good guy, and he just got beat. And, you know, so I scored it 49-46 for Font. I thought Cody won the first round personally.
Yep, so did I. That's exactly what I thought.
And I think that Cody just kind of let the fight get away from him, but I don't think he necessarily meant to. It just kind of happened. And sometimes things happen, you know, like, it doesn't mean that Font's like way head and shoulders above Cody. I just think he performed really, really well. Maybe Cody didn't perform as well as he could have. I think that he did a lot of really good things, and I think he did a lot of things poorly. But in the fight, it's hard to recognize and make those adjustments on the fly, you know?
Yeah.
So I think if Cody moves his head when he thinks he's out of range and just keeps his head moving a little bit more, he makes Font miss more. And when he makes people miss and he counters, that's when he's super dangerous. So I think what was happening is you saw Cody fighting a bigger guy who had a really good reach, who was able to just keep tagging him and keep him at bay. And if you're able to keep Cody away from you, then you know, you have a lot less likely of a chance of taking big shots. So
and Rob Font's huge for that weight class.
Huge reach.
Font's huge. I've been next to Font, and I think he's bigger than me. So yeah, like, Cody will be fine. Like,
I agree.
It just sucks. People start writing you off just because you lose a couple fights, you know, and it's really not fair to do. I mean, I train with the guy at the gym, so I know what he's capable of, and he'll be fine.
I agree. I try not to, but I actually went after a guy super hard on Facebook last night he said he had a glass chin, and I'm like,
get out of here with that.
I got a little childish and name calling and stuff. I'm surprised I didn't get suspended on Facebook again. I've been on a couple. I've been in Facebook jail a couple times the last couple months for calling people names. But
he called somebody.
Never have been. I try not to get too political on Facebook because
you'll get thrown in Facebook jail.
Political's easy to have like books written under your posts, and I just hate that. So Twitter's a lot easier because it's only so many characters. But anyway, Cody will be fine, man. It's just,
agree.
Everyone,
it's only 29.
Listen, everyone has a glass jaw if you get hit in the right spot.
True. So very true.
The whole glass jaw thing is kind of funny, but whatever.
Yeah. Drives me crazy. But
who cares what people say, honestly, at the end of the day?
It's true.
I freaking hate trolls. Like, people talk crap to me all the time, mainly on Instagram, and like, I literally just don't give a shit. Like, none of those people have done or can even do 1% of what I do on a daily basis.
Yeah.
In my mind.
What are they talking crap to you about?
I know. What's there to there's nothing to talk.
It's usually when I post like a political meme that they don't agree with, you know.
There we go.
It'll start like, oh, you're just, you know, an uneducated racist bigot, and it's like, well, that's not true at all, but whatever. And then you know, and then I'll post something else, and they'll chime in again, and sometimes I'll clap back, but other times I just block them. That's just not.
I was gonna say, how many people do you have blocked? A couple thousand?
I literally probably have about 100 people blocked. You know,
like you gone.
So
see ya.
Yeah, it's just they're just miserable with their own lives. Honestly, it's sad, but whatever. I'm happy with mine, and that's all that matters, right?
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
So it's all good.
Cool, man. Well, as always, you know that we're cheering for you. We're trying to let everybody know, if you want to make some money, just put it on Tyler Diamond in the PFL. You make some money.
Yeah,
I did. I think I had you parlayed with everything that day. So
nice.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. Hey, you know what? A lot of people are counting me out of this fight. sometimes people go on winning streaks and they seem like invincible, and that's how this guy seems right now. But I'll tell you what, I have a chance against anybody, and
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
and I certainly have a chance against this guy. He's just another guy who puts on his shoes and socks just like me, and he's talented. I'm talented, and hey, if I show up and I fight how I'm supposed to fight, like there's no doubt in my mind I'll get my hand raised.
I agree.
Love it, man. Well,
So
we
Tyler,
will be.
thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Appreciate you taking the time to join us again, man. We'll be cheering you on here in a couple
heck
weeks.
yeah, right on. Thanks, guys, and you guys have a
Cool.
good one.
Thanks, brother.
See ya.
See ya.
Peace.